and welcome back. Today is another video in my question answering series. I'm going to make a playlist for it, so if you have other questions, then go check that out. Today we're getting the answer to any when question. So the answer to when is something going to happen. No matter what the situation is, we'll get that answer for you. We have a lot more groups than usual today because these are going to be short readings since we're just giving you a quick time frame. You can choose multiple questions, multiple situations that you want to know the answer when is this going to happen. Yeah, so just think of your questions as you choose your groups, and I'll see you in the reading. Today there are 6 groups to choose from. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. For group 1 today, we have a polished angelite stone. For group 2, I cannot remember the name of this stone, but it's basically a piece of crystallized ocean, and it's beautiful. For group 3, we have a slice of rhodochrosite. For group 4, a piece of petrified coral. For group 5, some rough amazonite. And for group 6, a polished lapis lazuli. So as always, take as much time as you need to decide which groups you feel most drawn to for each of your questions. You can pause the video if you need, and I'll when you're ready, click the corresponding timestamp in the description box below this video, and I will see you in just a second in your reading. Hi group 1, and welcome to your reading. You guys chose this polished angelite for your reading today. So today you should have your question in mind when you chose the group. We are getting the answer to when. So when is something going to happen? So let's just see what your cards have to say. So for you guys, we have the Chariot. We have the King of Swords. We have the Curse card. We have the Estate card. And we have the Chocolate. So these things might be what you're asking about: estate, house, generational wealth, that kind of thing, lifestyle you're looking to create, but it doesn't have to be. This is a very open-ended question. Firstly, with this card here, it's like when a curse lifts, as in like when some negative energy lifts, when you let go of some negative energy, when you release yourself from something that's binding you, something that's something that's holding you back, something that's trapping you. So the answer for some of you to win is when you release that energy, that creates space for the thing you're asking for to come in. And yeah, it'll come in quickly once you release yourself from that. Because in this reading, it's not giving me a very specific when, like when is this going to happen? Because this is more like when something happens, when you line yourself up, like whatever you're asking about is ready and there and waiting for you. It's just, yeah, it's when you release yourself from some sort of negative energy. And there is something about victory here. So this will happen when you're feeling victorious, when you're feeling on top of the world, when you put yourself in a place where you are feeling successful. Not that you necessarily have to create success before this happens, but when you get to the state of feeling successful, feeling like it's done, like feeling it's like making a decision, right? Like, because our minds control the universe around us, right? We attract what we allow in through our mind. So it's like when you're absolutely sure of something, when you get to the point of absolute certainty, absolute decision, this is going to happen, I'm going to make it happen, there's no way this cannot happen. It's when you get into that mindset, when you're really moving in that direction, because basically your decision for this to happen has become an unstoppable force, if that makes sense. Yeah, so it's really just when you've decided, when you've come into your power, when when you know that you're powerful, when you know inside that you're powerful. And I know some people really don't like hearing that, and I always get a lot of, negative comments when I say stuff like that, but really you have absolute power over your reality. And it's when you realize that this will happen for you, and it will happen very quickly. And if that's not resonating, it's because there's negative energy holding you back somewhere inside of you, and it's when you let go of this. It's like untying a rope around you, and you're finally free, and that will create space for this to come in. So no exact when in this group, but this is it's when you have made a choice or a decision or done this action. And I just want to close out these readings with a quick little fortune about your situation here. Just if Spirit has any message that they want to say for you. Okay. Okay, of course it says this. Whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe, it can achieve. No matter how impossible whatever you asked about feels to you, it's absolutely possible, and it's when you decide to step into that power. That's really what this reading is about. Step into your power, stop letting stuff hold you back, and this is absolutely possible. It will happen, but you have to accept your own power first. But anyway, that's your reading, guys. If this resonated, please comment down below. I would love to know what your questions were. But yeah, if you're new here and you like pick a card readings, please consider subscribing. Check out the other readings on my channel as well, because I make a lot of pick a card tarot readings on a variety of topics. So check those out if you're interested. And I always appreciate you guys being here. I hope to see you in my next video, and I'll see you then. Bye. Hi group 2, and welcome to your reading. You guys chose this beautiful ocean colored stone that I forgot the name of. Absolutely beautiful stone though. Today we're getting the answer to any question that starts with when, any question, any situation you want to know when it's going to happen. So let's just go ahead and get started. Okay, we have the Page of Wands. We have the Two of Cups. That's pretty clear. We have the Market. We have the Copper, and we have the Pizza. With all this golden energy here, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of you asked about money questions. Doesn't have to be though. When are your finances going to balance out? When is your business going to become profitable? That kind of thing. Doesn't have to be. I'm just seeing that really clearly. So this is especially the case if that is your question. But pretty clear time frame we have here. This is about 2 months. About 2 months. So yeah, it's absolutely possible within 2 months is what they want me to say. It's absolutely possible. So that's for somebody here. If you're like saying, no, that's not possible, it is. So don't hold it back by doubting that it is possible within 2 months. And yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. So I'm wanting to close out these readings with a quick fortune for you guys to see if Spirit has anything else to say about you, your time frame, and your situation. Okay. It says, today's action becomes tomorrow's habit. So yeah, especially if you're doubting that it's possible within 2 months, whatever you're asking about, just keep up with your routine, your habits, build those routines and habits, and it will manifest faster than you're probably thinking. But anyway, that's your reading for today. If this resonated, please click that like and share button. And comment down below to let me know what your questions were. If this resonated, I'm always curious to know, especially if this does happen within 2 months and you remember. I would love to know the accuracy of this if you remember this reading. But anyway, if you're new here and you like pick a card tarot readings, please consider subscribing, because I make a lot of pick a card tarot readings on my channel on a variety of topics, which you can find categorized under the playlist tab on my channel's page. Check those out if you're interested. But anyway, I always appreciate you guys being here, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye. Hi group 3, and welcome to your reading. You guys chose this slice of rhodochrosite today. So today's reading, we are getting an answer to a when question. When is something going to happen? I'm sure you thought of your question before you chose this group, so let's just go ahead and see what your answer is. Okay, so we have the World, We have the King of Pentacles. We have the Workshop. We have the Fortress, and we have the Rainbow. Okay, so this is one of those groups where we're not getting an exact time frame, because this is more about when you line yourself up. When you line yourself up and you're in a situation to receive the thing you're asking about. Okay, so with the World here, obviously this is going to come in when you complete a cycle, and this is going to be a cycle related to what you're asking about. So if you're asking a question about love, when is love going to come in? This is going to be about when you complete out an old love cycle. You have to purify that out of your system. If you're asking, like, you know, about a business question, this is when you complete a cycle in terms of a lesson about money, or just creating a new level to your business, something like that. So this will come in once you complete out an old cycle, when you clear something out. This could be more specifically like this really could be a matter of years, and I know some people aren't wanting to hear that, but really, with the Pentacle energy here, the World, this is the last card in the deck. This really could be a number of years, and that's why we can't get an exact time frame, is because it's kind of far out for some of you. For some of you, this could be closer though, because this is about, like I said, when you line up with this energy. For some of you, this is about lining up with the energy of success and achievement. Like, you will be ready for whatever you're asking for to come in once you line up with the success, once you line up with the achievement, monetary success. This could be like when you become the King of Pentacles, what you're asking about will come in. Or when you're mentally in the space to become a King of Pentacles as well. So this is like when you have your material situation set up, maybe for some of you, this could be. But yeah, when you feel secure, when you've closed out a chapter, it's something like that. But yeah, otherwise I am seeing a number of years, but with the Rainbow here, we are being reminded to just keep the faith that it's possible and it's coming. And there's just maybe some lessons, maybe some cycles you have to play out before this comes, and you can't have an actual answer because you have to go through the process of these cycles before you're ready. And that's just your higher self's perspective on it, right? Even if you feel you're ready now, there's something your higher self sees that you need to play out a cycle. You need to clear something out first. But anyway, I'm gonna end this reading by getting a quick fortune for you guys related to your situation, just to see if Spirit has anything else they would like to say about your situation here. Not coming out very fast for your group. Again, it's kind of a slow moving energy. This really could be the far off distant future for some of you, and I know you don't want to hear that, but it's what's coming through. Okay, this came out in group 1, so that's crazy. Whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Okay, so again, this is what you're asking about is not impossible, but you're just not quite lined up with it. You're not quite ready, so it is a little far out. And I hate to say it, but that's what it is. But if this resonated, please give this video a like and a share. Please comment down below to let me know what your question was. I'm always really curious about that, especially on these open-ended readings. If you're new here and you liked this reading and you like pick a card readings in general, please consider subscribing, because I make a lot of pick a card tarot readings on a variety of topics, which you can find categorized on the playlist tab of my channel page, including all of these question answering videos, so go check that out. But anyway, I always appreciate you guys being here. Thank you for that, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Hi group 4, and welcome to your reading. You guys chose the Petrified Coral today. Very lucky stone there. But today we're getting an answer to any when question. So when is something going to happen? Any topic? I'm sure you thought of it when you chose your group. So let's go ahead and get started and get you that answer. You guys, we have the Knight of Swords. Beautiful, very fast energy there. That's the fastest card in the deck. As most of you probably know, we have the Hanged Man, okay? Oh yeah, I was called to draw 3 cards on this reading. So we have the 4 of Pentacles, and we have the Merchant, and the Sailboat. If those resonate with you specifically anyway, something about fish, Pisces energy might be relevant to someone here. But Pisces season, maybe when this is going to happen. A lot about fishing, a lot about fish. Very curious if some of you had a question related to fish. But yeah, Pisces season is definitely a possibility for some of you. If that's resonating, you could be a Pisces. But okay, with the Knight of Swords, this is Spirit saying it can happen really fast, like almost instantaneously. Like it's ready. It's so ready to come in, but you're tied to something right now. You're tied to something right now. And this came up in kind of a previous group. You gotta release yourself from some sort of cycle, but you're really clinging to something that's blocking this from coming in. And that's going to be different for everybody's situation here. But if that's resonating with you, if it's like you want your true love to come in, but you're still clinging to your ex, like that kind of thing. It's like you gotta let that go, and it will come in so quickly, so serendipitously, so, I don't know, almost miraculously, so miraculously quickly. But it's when you're ready to let go, or, I hate that I just heard this, but stop pouting. Somebody needs to hear that. When you stop pouting about it, what you want's gonna come in. This card is so bent. But yeah, this can happen so quickly, like within a day for some of you is the answer. But otherwise, I am seeing Pisces season really strongly here with all of this fish imagery. When you decide to move as well, when you decide to move, the universe will move with you really quickly to bring this in. When you decide to travel, something like that. But anyway, I hope this answered your question. If it did, if it resonated, please give this video a thumbs up and a share. Always appreciated. Comment down below to let me know what your question or questions were. I'm always curious to know that in these type of readings. If you're new here and you like Pick a Card Tarot readings, I make a lot of Pick a Card Tarot readings on this channel on a variety of topics, which you can find categorized under the playlist tab on my channel page. So go check those out, or consider subscribing if you just want to follow along. But anyway, I always appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Hi, Group 5, and welcome to your reading. You guys chose the Rough Amazonite today. So today we are getting the answer to any when question. Any question that starts with when. We're going to see when something's happening, when something's coming in for you. Doesn't matter what it is, whatever you asked for. I'm sure you thought of your question when you chose the group. So let's get started. So for you guys, we have the Page of Swords. And we have the Ace of Cups. Very, very clear. Yeah, very clear. We have the Militia card, we have the laughing emoji, and we have the microphone emoji. So this is a pretty quick energy we have here, you guys. Believe it or not, I'm hearing, believe it or not, it is a very fast energy. I'm hearing it's 2 weeks to 1 month, okay? So this is within a month. Within a month, this is possible. This is coming in for you. If you don't believe it, speak it into existence. I don't know what that means. I just heard it very clearly with this, looking at this microphone card, speak it into existence. It can and will happen within 2 weeks to a month. Yeah, 2 to 4 weeks. 2 to 4 weeks. Okay, that's the answer here. So nothing else is really coming through here. We do have militia, so maybe something about the military is relevant to you. Something about laugh it off. That'll help it make it easier for to come in for you, maybe. And speak it into existence. That's what I'm hearing. But anyway, I am closing out these readings by getting a quick fortune for you guys. to see if Spirit has anything they'd like to say. Okay, so there is nothing permanent except change. So keep that in mind. Maybe that's why it's coming in within a month that quickly. Just keep an open mind. Remember, things always change, cycles always progress, and that's your answer, Group 5. So if this resonated, if it made sense for your question, please give this video a thumbs up and a share. Always appreciated. Please comment down below. Let me know what your question was, because I'm always really curious with these readings what types of questions people ask, and if these answers resonate, if they make sense. But I really speedy something about the wind. I'm sorry, I'm still getting messages here. Yeah, just within a month. But if you're new here and you like Pick a Card Tarot readings, please consider subscribing, because I make a lot of Pick a Card Tarot readings on a variety of topics, which you can find on my channel page, categorized under the playlist tab. But anyway, I always appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in another video. Bye. Hi Group 6, and welcome to your reading. You guys chose the polished lapis lazuli today. So today we are getting the answer to any when question. When is something going to happen? When is something coming in? I'm sure you thought of your question when you chose this group, so let's go ahead and get that answer. Okay, we have the Six of Pentacles reversed. We have the Hermit. Could be Virgo season. Virgo season might be the answer for some of you. We have the Bard. And we have the Dog. Yeah, Virgo season, depending on what your question is. Although for some of you... Okay, there's a couple things coming through here. One is you can get your answer through music, and specifically this method. Go to whatever your music streaming service is, YouTube Music, Spotify, whatever. Click shuffle on something, some sort of playlist, whatever you feel drawn to, and it's the second song. You'll get an answer to your win. That's how you do it, okay? But otherwise, again, with the Hermit here, obviously Virgo season, but I am getting another message. This might not happen because your dog or pet does not want it to happen. And you probably don't want to hear that. If that's really resonating with you, if that makes sense for your situation, then that message is for you. Otherwise, please disregard it. Yeah, it's like your pet doesn't want it to happen, so I don't know what you're asking about. And that's obviously not going to resonate for everybody. There's also this message of, please make sure you're asking for something fair and balanced for everybody's situation. Please reevaluate whether or not this is even something you want. Because the message here is, yes, it's possible, and yes, it can happen in the time frame provided, definitely within the next year, maybe up to 9 months, 6 to 9 months. But I don't know. This is obviously not for everybody, but there is a message here of make sure you're asking for something fair, like the other people involved. Is it fair for them, what you're wanting, what you're trying to manifest? But again, that's not for everybody. Again, if that like music divination method is really resonating for you, then please go try that. You're going to find your answer there. Otherwise, 6 to 9 months or Virgo season, something like that. But I hope that resonated. I am closing out these readings by giving you guys a quick fortune here to see if Spirit has any other message. And I am getting like kind of hiccups right now. I'm having trouble speaking. So again, Spirit's really wanting someone to reevaluate whether or not this is what you want. Because you might find that it's not actually something you want, and therefore it won't end up happening. So that's a message there. And your fortune here says this is a time for love and affection. Yeah, focus on love and affection. Maybe that's why this little puppy dog showed up too, because puppy dogs are so loving and affectionate. But that is a message for anybody watching here. But anyway, if this resonated with your situation, Please give me a like and a share, always appreciated. I would love if you comment down below. Let me know what your question or questions were. I'm always really curious in these types of readings what kind of questions people are asking and if these answers are making sense. And yeah, if you're new here and you like Pick a Card Tarot readings, please consider subscribing. Check out my other readings as well because I make them on a variety of topics. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I always appreciate you being here, and I'll see you in my next video.